Guys, as you can see to your right, my left, or my right, your left, you can see we have the 8088, and on the board we have the 7259 in progress. Okay, so if you were here last couple weeks, we are doing another trilogy, which if you look right here, you can see the 8088 right here. No pun intended. If you ever seen Kill Bill, the 8088, fantastic bill, guys. Extremely fantastic bill. Out of the two that I've built so far, I personally think that this one is the best. If you look at the exhaust system and stuff like that, the same amount of pieces as the last one that I've built, which is this one right here. Same amount, but I do believe, personally, the front on this one, on the 8088, if you look, I talked about that, I spoke, I think it looks like a hawk, and this one, it doesn't look the same. They added some green stuff on there, which is pretty cool, and they did make the sides adjustable. This one doesn't want to move for some reason for now. Yeah, they made this, gave you some playability here, right? But let me just move this up a bit. Yeah, they gave you some playability here, but I still believe that 8088 as opposed to the 7259 is much better. And this is where we are right now. Anyway, so it's a trilogy. As we spoke before on the trilogies that went out so far, Jabba's sail barge and Grievous's ships. But right now we're building the trilogy of the 170 arc. Okay, and they're similar but different. The colors are really much the same, just like the Grievous or the Bobish, the Django, not Django. I'm all over the place. As the same as the Jabba's sail barge, but they are a lot different also. A lot of the colors are the same, like I said, but they started reducing from the 8088, they started reducing it, even though these two are the same count, Lego count, but they started reducing it in the numbers of the way they built it. Again, they started using different pieces, which I think they should have stuck with the original pieces that they had, right? If you built it before any of them, you would probably understand what I'm talking about. Hopefully you have, and we can talk about it. Like I said, the numbers are basically the same. 396 pieces on the 8088 and the same on the 7259. The price difference was $10. Now the price difference is much larger because the top end, if you get it brand new on the 8088, it's $400 plus, and the one from 2005, which is the 7259, is $300 plus. So we're here, and the last part of it we are going to be completing and moving on to the 2025, which is the 75402. But let's put that aside for now, and let's continue to build on this one. So just move this over here. I got to get my mascot, guys. Can't forget that. My mascot is a big part of the build. But like I said, the fun is in the build, right? But my mascot is part of the build also, so I got to get my mascot involved. So here's the mascot. Don't know if you guys can see it over here. Okay, and we have the ship right next to it. Okay, so I want to jump on and start completing this build. Let's turn this a little. Oops. The only downside of this ship, if you built it before, you know what I'm saying. It's sort of I thought they could have gone with a lot more pieces to make it much more stable when it comes to the wings. They could have done better with those things because the wings are. There you go again. Popped off again. The wings are not as stable as a lot of other ships. We will see when we start with the 2025. But for now, let's move on and get this one completed. Right. So we got to this point here where we build the exhaust system. This is right here. A lot of pieces from the other ship. So we got to this point, and we're going to add all the pieces on. We've started building this. I'll move this over a bit. In here, this is where they carried the pieces that you would want, the bands. So I'll just move this over to the side, and we will continue to build, guys. I did complete the gun on the last side, if you see over here, and we'll move on and complete the wing and then add the gun on. Okay, all right, so let's continue to build on this, and we will move on after that. So we completed this, and we want to add a couple of basic pieces. So this is done basically, and we want to just place that in here like we did with the last one. So again, I want to make sure everything is in place. Looks to be. This goes in here. Oh, okay. It's one piece missing before we add it to this. So, where is it? I just saw it. Yeah. So this is going to attach down here. Again, I want to make sure we get this correct. So we turn it around this way. That one goes through. Okay, so we need one of these. Again, goes right here. Hey, Brandon, what's up? You good? Yeah, really close to the finish, man. Yeah, the design is sort of tricky. This is why I stick to my Boba ships, because they stay to the test of time, you know. So that's why I stick to that. Anyway, let's complete this piece here. So this goes on right here, and this one goes right down. I want to make sure we got this correct. Okay, so this goes here, and this one goes right on top of that. Okay, that's all done, and now we add it onto the piece that we already built. Got to make sure this is locked in right. Turn this around. There you go. Now it's lining up just fine. But I can see an issue there. So I guess this comes off, and we will see what happens. Right, so that comes off. This just goes right here, locks in there. Still not clipping exactly the way it should. But this is the setup they have. So I'll have to take a closer look, guys. Okay, there are too many of these. Right. Let's try this again. Okay. There we go. That clips in right there. All good. So we've completed that. And now we want to add, everything's on there. Okay. At the front, that piece we pulled off before locks it in place. And this goes right here. There we go. So there are a couple pieces we want to add on now. Okay. And then we'll move on. So again, guys, as I always ask, let me know what you're building. If you're building anything at all, if you have built anything, let us know. If you have built this particular set, let's know if you have built this particular set at all in your collection. Let us know. Great to see you on there. Please hit the like button and let's move on with the build. So again, guys, thanks for showing up to the live build. As I said, I'd rather do a live build much more than do the video type ones. I just feel better doing that. Anyway, let's just add these pieces on here, guys. So take one of these, place it through here, and one of these goes here, and we're going to place that right on top. We already placed those other pieces prior, so there's no need for it. Okay. So drop me a line, guys. Let me know what you're building, if you're building anything at all. If you have built anything recently, drop me a line. Let me know what you are building. So we're trying to complete the 7259, and we just want to place this in here, guys, that way. Want to make sure this goes correct. So that one goes there. This is where the band goes to hold it. And we'll do the same thing at the bottom. This goes here. And we're going to add two of these pieces over here. Helps the wing turn right there. Okay, so that's in place. Then we'll put a band on there. Talk about the bands before, the elasticity of the band. So if we turn here, depends on how it opens up and down. We talked about that before, right, guys? Remember we talked about the band being loose. Anyway, so we got here, and we're all set. This is all set, and we'll add the wing on now. So we need one of those, opposite way, and one of these. It's the setup, also one of those. And we're going to place one of these here. We go here first. Want to make sure we get this correct. So I built this side earlier, now we want to build the opposite side. I want to make sure I get this correct, guys, because if you don't, then it's all messed up. Yeah, it's the opposite way. I think I'm looking at the incorrect wing. Yeah, so that goes there. We built that wing prior. Okay. I'm placing it the incorrect way. That's why it's all messed up in my head. Right, so this goes that way, this goes over here. We'll just place that on now, like that. And then this down at the bottom goes here. Okay, so we got to that point. Bear with me there, guys. Just fell down. So we're going here and place that over there like that. Okay, that's in place. We're going to add the other pieces now. We need to turn it over. Take this, and this goes right here. I want to make sure I get it correct. Just to the top right there, and this one goes to the opposite end like this. Needs to move over just a tiny bit. There you go, that's more like it. So that's completed. And on the top, two of these. And two of these just behind them. So any of you guys look at the new animated series? I think this is one of the better with Ventress. It's better. If you guys, what's up? What's up, clone guy? You all right? How you doing, man? Good to see you on there. Thanks for showing up. Again, guys, I'm trying a different time slot to try to get everybody involved, like I said before. So we got to this point here, guys, and we're gonna move on and add the gun to the bottom down here. Okay, so we need one of those, one of these, one of these, and we're gonna add the gun. So it goes, now unlike the last one, this one just goes directly in. On the last one we had to use a 1x4, this one we don't. Just goes right in here. And we place this just down at the bottom here like that. And add a blue tip, blue stud at the end. Okay. So we've completed that, and that goes right into the build now, like so. Oops. Pull that out just a little bit so I can get both of them in. So what's going on, man? Clone guy, you okay? Like I said, great to see you on here. Right, so we got to this point, and now we're gonna build the top end so we can move this over. We have to add 2 clips on this. Spoke about this before. I thought it was just, there's no clips for this in back. I don't know if you built this before. I think the wings are a little flimsy. It's hard to keep together if you've built it before. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm thinking that I put it on the wrong way. Yep, I put it on the wrong way. Supposed to be the opposite direction. So we need to take these off. thought something looked strange. So we pull this off and it goes this way. I thought something was a bit strange there. I was just not looking right at all. Yeah, but it's set now. Okay, so we'll place these on again. See it now and not when you clip that in, right? There you go. So we got that covered. We can move this over and build the bottom piece now. So we can build these two pieces. One of these goes that way. Again, I can do my practice now, my practice run, right? So two of these, just right here. One and two of them. Again, like I said, guys, we will be completing the trilogy next. Okay? So keep watching and enjoy the trilogy build of the completion will be the 2025 version, which is right here, ready for building, guys. There's the 2025 version, which we will be building next. I'll just put that in here so you guys can have a look. That's going to be the next build. Matter of fact, I'll put it over here. Hope you guys can see that. All right. Yeah. And let's complete this. So I didn't put any stickers on that one yet, but I will do that later on. Okay. So we need one of these down here. Oops. Central. And on the opposite side, the same thing. Turn it over, and we need two of this. These are pieces that's exactly similar to the 8088 build. Exactly similar. We'll turn these over and add two of these here. And then this will just slip right in here. That's the top side right there, and the bottom side right there. So that's both of them on. Okay, and that's gonna clip right in now. But before we do that, we have to build the second gun. Okay, so let's work on that right now. We need one of these, two of those. One of those, one of these, one of these, and one of those, and just one more piece, and we complete that. So guys, again, let me know what you're building, if you're building anything at all. What set have you built? Have you built any of these particular ships? Drop me a line, let me know if you have. And don't forget to hit that like button, guys, and let's smoke this wagon. Right, so we got this far, and we're gonna complete it now. So we'll add these on to here. Right, they want you to build this on its own, so this one goes just right on here. Just clips right in there like that. Again, drop me a line, like, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. And let's build up and get to 2025. and complete that ship, okay? It's great to see you guys on there. So it's so great, but it's anticlimactic when you get to the bottom of the build, when you're almost completed, you're ready to build another set right away, because if you don't, you know, you get that rush and you need to get going, right? So you just want to just build another, but the trilogy, hey, the trilogy have a lot to build in it, right? So guys, remember on Saturday we'll be back with the completion of the 2025 version, which is the 75402. We need to get that done. And then move on. Someone was asking, they wanted us to build the Sandcrawler, because there is a trilogy on the Sandcrawler. The trilogy on the Sandcrawler, the 101, is the most expensive ship that you will find out there. It's one of those hard to find ships, really rare. You need to either look on eBay, you might find it on Amazon for about 500 pounds. We're talking about $700. So if you wanted to get that particular build, you have to go on there and get that. But it is a great build. It actually is a really great build. So watch out on Saturday. We will be doing the next live. Watch out on Saturday. We will be doing that. And I want to thank all you guys for jumping in. This is BOBAbrickz, and may Lego be with you.